Hello, welcome to another video by the Backup Chargers. My name's Faceless Menace, operating the camera right behind us. In front of me we have Zelphion. Real quick before we get started, I just want to do a little bit of channel upkeep while I still remember. I want to thank everyone for their support. We've finally hit 75 subscribers already on the channel, which is insane. We have hit 700 views on 3 different videos. Everything's going great, and I just want to thank everyone for your support. It means a whole lot. Today, we're just going to be going over a kind of a tournament report and slash a little bit of an updated deck profile from what we've done previously. So take it away, Zelphion.
Hey guys, it's Zelphion. We're back at it again. Today we're going over Ensoul Lorraine. You've seen this list once before. We're going at it again with some new spicy updates. Spirit of Fire, Lorraine 1, Lorraine 2, and Lorraine Crux Knight as our champion lineage. Some of the swords have changed. We are looking at Arendite, Inert Sword, both have Runeblade, Caliworn, Drawn Blade, Sword of Seeking, and as our 2 extra regalias, we have Tariff Ring and Grand Crusader's Ring.
Looks like a lot of swords.
Lot of swords. They do big damage.
Yeah, they do.
All right.
As you can see, there's only 2 spots for non-swords in the list, which is intentional, unfortunately.
And now we go over the best single draw package in this format. We got 4 Arrival of the Abyss. We got 4 Liminal Guides. Good combo. Undying Dreams as float. Evercurrent Raider as float. Then the second part of that draw package is Fluffy Shopkeep, Stalwart Shieldmate, Creative Shock, and Hasty Messenger. That's our entire draw package. That's all you need.
All you need as displaying 32 cards. Which is fair. You do want to dig through that deck pretty efficiently, and that's a good amount of float, good amount of stall for Shopkeeps and Shieldmates.
Oh yeah. And now the last of it, 4 Dungeon Guides, because Dungeon Guide good. 3 Flame Sleeps. We're in an Allies heavy meta. Good card. Blazing Lunge. Good against Resolute Stance. Didn't come up because nobody plays that card. We got 3 Annul Spells. This card, especially in the mirror, is super good. Being able to stop Riles and Creative Shops in their track. They're either going to pay to let it go neutral or they're going to bust. 3 Resolute Stands. Ally meta. Good card. Keeps us safe. Lets us go to level 3. 3 Reduce to Ash. Final card of the deck. Lets us get rid of Censor. That card fucking sucks.
Yeah, having the main deck reduce to Ash is pretty sick just because of everyone that's main decking Censor. Like me.
Yeah. And then, quick brief on the side deck. We got Clarence Mommy. Then we got Clarent. We got Spellword Scepter. This card's in the side and not in the main. Just because water is irrelevant. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. 3 Blanches. Negate spell damage. 3 Varukin. Get rid of that damn Censor.
Yeah, so 6 total cards from your main and side just to deal with Censor. I suppose I can also hit other things, but that's typically main use. That's it for your deck, right?
Yep.
Okay, so just a couple quick questions. So, your final record, you went 5-0, and then the final round you did an intentional draw, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so how were those matches that you played? I know you had you finished your matches really quickly. What were your matches if you just want to go over them quickly one by one?
Generally, all my matches were fire. Didn't run anything else. Going over the matches, round 1 was Fire Diana. I think the dude was just a little bit newer, but also the Aether Fire Diana variant is still missing a couple things, in my opinion, that I think that really separates it from being one of the better Diana lists.
I like the Fire Aether Diana. You are correct, though. It's just missing some stuff. But anything that was giving you problems with that one, or was that one pretty straightforward?
That one was pretty straightforward. It was just straightforward. There's nothing else I can say.
Okay. And then what about round 2?
Round 2 was Suzaku. Of course, you see the cool quote I'm at. Suzaku was also a decently easy matchup. It just depended. There were 2 times in the Suzaku matchups that I played, being threatened lethal on turn 2 and having to essentially dungeon guide to level 2 to keep myself alive. But thankfully, with all the drawn stuff that we had in the deck, we can recover rather quickly.
On that note, real quick, when you dungeon guide to 2, are you intentionally trying to clear allies as well to still get value out of it, or is it more so just I need to do what I have to do?
Half of it is, of course, keep myself alive. 24 HP for level 2 is pretty bulky. Big thing is in a lot of the Philo type decks, Philo, Fiza, Suzaku allies, the Fire Cat, way too good. I want to deal with that more than anything, unless there's an Arthur.
That's fair. So and you have Sword of Seeking as your level 0, or your 0
that is
Lorraine materialization, so you'll typically be able to hit for 3 almost always, right?
Yes.
Okay,
And
that's pretty interesting.
Yep. It's the main reason we don't play Looking Glass. Card is bad.
I agree.
Round 3 for us was Limelight's Advent Baleful Ablation deck. Thankfully, the difference between that is me and Limelight have done a lot of testing with his deck and a little bit into my deck. I had a pretty good idea on how that deck plays. It was a combination of the opponent just not drawing well, and me just... Actually, to be fair, I think that was the game that I had like the most nuts both my games. I think game 1, I sent all 4 liminals turn 2.
Oh, wow. That's pretty aggressive.
Yeah. They just couldn't come out of it.
Yeah, that'll do it. I know that Baleful Ablation deck is very interesting. Were they ever able to get to the Baleful Ablation, or was it just kind of a runaway game?
It was a runaway game. I just went too fast. I was able to crack their spirit both times before they went to level 3.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's pretty rough, because if they can't hit that before level 3, they have a hard time getting to level 3.
Yeah.
And then round 4 is against Philo, right?
Yeah, it was Philo.
That was the only one where you lost a game, right?
Yes, that was the only one I lost a game in. I pretty much 2-0'd everything else. That was the one deck. That was a deck that was actually able to... I want to say it was turn 3. He double honed by fire into a Rending Flames. And did like 18 damage, killed me.
That'll do it.
The deck was also a runaway. The rest of it, they kind of just... couldn't do much to me. I was able to keep allies, and again, the big thing in here is having access to Resolute Stand and Flame Sweep to deal with allies. They just can't keep up with that, and then the moment you go into Ensoul, they're always hands down or like 1 or 2 cards in hand, and they just can't handle the damage that Ensoul can do, with 23 being about the average minimum that I can do.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. So for the game that you did lose, did you feel like there was anything better you could have done on that one? Or was it more so just you were doing the game plan, you were playing around it, but they just had the nuts?
They had the nuts. There was nothing I could do. I didn't see any Resolute Stands during that game, and they just got away with it. There was nothing I could do.
Was he clearing your shopkeeps and stalwarts, or were you just not able to find them?
I didn't see those either. I think I saw one Fluffy that game, and
wow.
They dealt with it early on.
Okay, yeah, that'll definitely do it if you don't even have any way to get around things. For round 5, what did you play against?
Suzaku was the last match. Of course, cool Madigan.
Oh wow, so that's why you have that as a mat. You're just flexing now.
Exactly. Gotta flex on Suzaku, I tell ya. Bad deck. I'm just kidding. Suzaku, the last match was pretty good. There was nothing too much to say about it. Just same thing as I was just going too fast. That was the second game. I want to say game 2 that I did end up winning. That was the game where turn 2 they got me to like 3 health left on Spirit of Fire. They almost turned to me. Again, able to go to level 1, then go to level 2. Just sitting there recouping, and then they're out of gas at that point. They spent too much trying to kill, and they ended up just running out of gas.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it. TLDR, Resolute Stand, Fleeting Guard, both good cards. You should play them if you're playing into this meta.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Fleeting Guard. You're not playing Fleeting Guard in this list, though, right?
Nope, I don't have enough Spectres on board. That become ephemeral for it.
Yep, that's fair, because you're not playing a Wraith Guard, etc. for it.
Yeah.
Then for your final match, you ID'd with Blink for it.
Yep.
Not going to really go over that. We kind of figured out what deck he was playing. We are starting to record this before the actual tournament's over, funny enough.
No.
Yeah, so is there anything that you'd actually want to change about the list?
Not really, as I'd say. I think the deck's kind of where it's at. The overall issue with trying to fix the deck is I feel like if you want to change one card, you're kind of changing the entire rest
whole
of the
packages,
deck.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a quick ask about some of those packages then. I know you said you really love an Null Spell in here. You think it's absolutely necessary right now just to hit Rattle the Abyss, etc. You think it has other uses outside of that, or is this mostly just, hey, we're going to run this as interference?
I think it's good for the mirror. Running interference is good. Actually kind of helps with some of the Water Aether Diana builds. Being able to stop some of their Aether charges that happen to go off is pretty nice. But mainly it's in there to stop opponents' draw package. We haven't seen Arisana yet, so I'm thinking there with the Arisana list, that would probably be the other thing I would deal with.
Okay.
But I think more so it's mainly running interference, and right now the mirror matches, since all we have right now are mainly fire matchups right now. So, sorry, I'm bad. Mainly fire matchups right now. So we're not having to deal with too much outside of that.
Yeah.
Water hasn't seen as much. I think after the Lost in Thought ban and fire getting like the single best draw package we could have, water right now is at an all-time low, and wind didn't really get anything new outside of like 2 cool cards for 1 CL, but nothing new.
Wind got a decent. Wind got some stuff. It's mostly just it's good anti right now.
Yeah.
But onto other stuff with this. Blazing Lunge. Do you still like Blazing Lunge? Would you rather change that out for something?
Yes, I like Blazing Lunge, especially into the decks that play the Fleeting Guard or the...
Okay, so you are running it for that. Okay, yeah. So you still just want to run it just to keep it in there?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you about the other things that you can be running, such as, what are your thoughts on the Ascension package with Prismatic? I know Prismatic is a 2-cost sword, so you can't bring out the Ascension. But other than that, is there a reason you don't want to play it?
I think, as I said, the deck is already super, like, clumped together. So I think it is definitely hard to be able to effectively run the package going into Ascension. Because at that point, you're probably going to go down to, like, 3 Ensoul and, like, 2 Ascension. And then having Prismatic is kind of cloggy. I think you're better off, in my opinion, just staying Ensoul and do the damage, and if they negate it, and you just climb back out of it.
Where's your Crux cards, my guy?
Yeah, okay, that's the same question. I no idea.
We seem to have misplaced your Crux cards. That's a little bit of an issue. That's fine, though.
I didn't drop them, did I?
You probably just misplaced them. Or maybe they fell over onto this. Maybe? Yes.
Oh, there's my Crux cards.
I kind of have a table full of many thousands of cards right now after everything from DTR. But anyway, so Prismatic, a little bit clunky. I kind of agree with that. I know some people are testing Looking Glass. Is there a reason you don't like Looking Glass?
To me, there is just not enough for the Looking Glass to really do anything huge with. Yes, you can go level 1 and grab Inert Sword. I think is pretty nice, or Sword of Shadows. Both are good enough to bring out with Lorraine 1. The main difference is, I think, with Grand Crusader's Ring, you would prefer to draw and see more cards. Especially on a turn where you can Ensoul that turn and have like an extra card or 2 for like a Crux site to retrieve the Ensoul back. Is really nice. Also, trying to remember Looking Glass sounds like a pain.
Speaking from experience, it is a little bit. You got to learn a whole new, hey, let's not get a judge call now.
Yeah.
I think the only other thing specific to your deck is, obviously you have Lineage, Swords, GCR, and then Terrafring. Is there anything, I know this is a little bit ally heavy right now, a lot of your matches that probably came up. Is there anything else you'd consider over Terrafring? For main deck, potentially.
I think Terrafring, even going into siding the Clarence, it is extremely hard to figure out what I actually want to remove and what I want to keep. Because, of course, adding Clarent Reimagined, that is a 2-cost sword that cannot come out and will actually break itself at the end of Ensoul. So you're probably just going to, when you're ready to break it to do more damage, you're just going to spend all 3 counters and do that. Spellword Scepter, I know that was the replacement for Terrafring, but as of the recording, the meta we're in is pretty much fire at like 70%. So I don't foresee a need for Spellword Scepter. I think the only other deck right now that's really coming into contention is Spectre Luxem Xander.
Yeah, that one might be a little bit interesting. I know some other decks right now are still early on, but I know Spectre Luxem has been kind of showing up with a little bit of results here and there.
Yes. I think that is the only deck that I feel like I could worry about, because that's having to worry about, I think most Luxem decks are running about 3 Incapacitate. But I think we're fine. I haven't ran into a Luxem Xander. I played into a couple that were kind of, I would say that matchup is 50-50 depending on who. It's like the Ensoul mirror. It's whoever gets their stuff first.
Yeah.
Obviously, if he can turn 4 double Lightweavers Assault me, it's pretty good. But if he can't and I can get the extra turn to Ensoul, then he can't do anything about it unless they're playing their own Resolute Sands, which I think even some of these new lists aren't even running either, which was in previous Luxem Xander builds.
Any last thoughts before we end the interview?
Crux is cool. Play it.
You